Hi there, Monica here. Welcome to Consulting Monica. This channel is also called the Real Self-Development, which means that we are basing the self-development on our inner growth and not something that we pick up from the exterior. So that is what we learned to do here. Okay, so today I want to talk about how to spot a breakup or a betrayal in a close relationship or friendship or whatever attachment you have, okay? Because all types of relationships are ultimately attachments if you don't treat them right. So there are multiple signs, but I'm going to speak about 7. And these 7 are mostly what I have noticed in my personal breakups or relationships, and why not share it with you guys, so that you can learn something about it. So the first sign would be lack of communication. So if your partner is suddenly silent, he's gone silenzio stampa, as you call it, maybe in Italian. So if your partner has gone silent with you and there's a lack in communication with you, that is the first sign that he or she may not want to be in a relationship with you anymore. Another sign would be a shift in his or her priorities. When I'm saying a shift, that means that you're no longer one, okay? So if you find yourself you're not a priority in your partner's life, that means that you may not be somebody who he wants or she wants to share their life with. Also, another sign is a shift in their attitude. So, for example, they no longer share their thoughts and feelings with you. If you find that your partner no longer wants to share what they feel or their feelings and thoughts and emotions with you, when you should be the first to share it with, that's another sign that a breakout either already happened or is about to. Another sign would be lack of empathy. So they no longer give a damn about your feelings, thoughts, and emotions, or about your general concerns on a daily basis. So this is another strong sign that, they just don't want you there, right? How many did I say? Because I'm supposed to say 7. Never mind the counting. When there are so many signs that you can't count them anymore, you should initiate the breakup, okay? So another sign would be when they have their own agenda. So all of a sudden they don't include you in their activities. That means that they have their own agenda that simply doesn't involve you. Another sign would be lack of trust. So they no longer trust you, or they no longer put any value on the trust that you had in them. No, there's a plane coming. So this is a serious sign of, when there's no trust there, it's done, really. When the trust is gone, everything is gone. So I would say that this is the most important sign. If there's no trust there, you can just prepare to walk away because it is done. Now let's see if I mentioned all the signs. Another sign would be if you spot that they are lying to you. Lying or deceiving to you. Now, it doesn't mean necessarily that they want to lie to you, but most of the time maybe they're embarrassed to tell you the truth, like, hey, I don't want to be with you. You need to spot these things and walk away gracefully, right? So whenever you spot all these 7 signs, like I said, so silence, lack of communication, you are no longer a priority in their life, they no longer trust you, lack of empathy towards your feelings and emotions, they have a hidden agenda of their own, they're lying to you, and they no longer trust you. So when you see any of these signs, preferably multiple, ideally not all of them, I mean, if you see all of them, you should break up with them. But Even if you see some signs here and there, now it doesn't necessarily, now you don't have to go into being paranoid, like, oh my god, they want to break up with me, they want to break up with me. I'm seeing signs here. So don't see signs where there aren't signs. Maybe you're just going through a phase. It doesn't mean you're about to, it doesn't mean everything's going to hell. And you should always try to base your foundation on trust and communication until proven otherwise. So even if they are like this, you can go and approach them, tell them about your feelings, tell them that this is not working out for you, and see if they're willing to change and what do they have to say. And if even so they don't change, or they change for the worse, then it's time to just accept it for what it is and walk away gracefully. So no need to make a scene, no need to embarrass yourself, no need to chase the other person, no need to beat the dead horse, as they say. So it's important to see that, first of all, you are a complete life by yourself, and people will come and go, relationships will come together, fall apart, sometimes in a week, sometimes in a year, sometimes in a decade. We don't know, but you did your best to make it last. And either way, it's a lesson to learn, right? Because whenever a breakup happens, you don't have to change back to who you were before the relationship. You change to a new person who learned a new lesson, and you can apply for your future relationships to make them more fulfilling and lasting, if that's what you're looking for. So that's what I had for you today, and remember that whatever the situation in your life is right now, the fact that you are alive is the most important thing, not if you're in a relationship or you have money or you have a successful career. These are accessories that you can only experience because what? Because you are alive. So let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate every day. And whether a relationship will come or not, even that does not affect your happiness and fulfillment. So remember, whatever the problem in your life is, make sure you are not one of them. Yeah, things that are not in our control will come into our lives, but how we respond to them, that is our responsibility. Yes, so keep that in mind, and I wish you a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye now. Good to see you today.